I've answered this before actually. Like I answered this way back in before UNICLR come out. Like in my last stream. I don't know how long this was ago. But I wanted to make a Q&T on it. I already did explain it at one session, but at least now this is a better opportunity for me to actually explain it better and make a Q&T out of it. So might as well see what I can do about it. So there's one thing that I really, not that I don't like it, it's just that it's always a common thing amongst new players, is that they always ask the question when it's a new game. Like for example, if it's a new game and then afterwards they tell you, hey, what character should I play? Is this character hard? Is the character easy? How does the mechanics of this game work? And they ask you all these a bunch of expected questions, obviously, about what the game is about and blah 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 and whatnot. Obviously those are very important. It's obviously very, very important. Give me a second, let me just go over here. It's very important. Obviously it's important that obviously if you're learning a new game, what a beginner would always ask is how the game works and how the characters are and like how hard they are and the game mechanics work. Those are good questions, but the thing is, what they should be focusing on all the time, which is always what I tell them to do, is not how the buttons work or how the game works or how hard the characters or how easy the characters are, or just in general how difficult the game is or how easy the game is. The first thing that I always tell them, is get used to the movement. The movements are always the most important part about a fighting game. Fighting games, obviously, there's a lot of movement options, depending on what game, obviously. Depending on what game you're playing. There can be one game where you have a lot of options when it comes to movement, and there where one game it offers more and one game where there's not a lot of movement options. It really just depends on what game, but that's always what you generally always want to try out first when you're opening or trying out a new game, or just in the game in general. Like, if you want to open up the game, the first thing you always want to try is the movement, and it's very important, obviously. Like, you want to try and do all these buttons and whatnot. You want to see what these buttons do, what the characters can do, what the game offers. What always happens for new players is that they always, if they're like opening the game like for the first time now, and they like really want to learn the game, first thing that they always do all the time, it's always the same thing, is they go to training mode, they pick their favorite character, and then once they're in training mode, they just test all the buttons and be like, yeah, great, cool. I like, for example, oh, look at this amazing combo I'm doing. Alright, cool, time to play online. Alright, great. And then afterwards they realize that, and when they go online or play with other peeps, like offline sessions, they can't even move. They can't even move. They're trying, like, for example, they're trying to run. They can't even run. The majority of the time they're actually walking, and they're not even, they're trying to like run, like they're trying to run in them and whatnot. So movement is very, very important when you're trying out any game. Any game is very important. It's all the time important. It's always what you generally want to do. So what I always tell them all the time, to do is, if you're going on training mode and you never touch the game at all, what you want to do, you know what, just pick the character you want to learn. Go ahead, just pick the character you want to learn. You haven't touched any of the buttons yet. What you want to try, moving forward, backwards, crouching, jumping. Congratulations, you've officially moved your character. Great. Now where do you want to move from here? You want to learn more options. You want to run. You want to run. You want to know that there's running in this game. You want to backdash. There's a button for that. There's a button for this game. You press those two buttons, and there's those options. You can slightly like dash and then stop for a moment. And you do a quick dash. You can do that. Alright, cool. So far, you've learned how to jump, crouch, move left and right, and then run, and then backdash, and do a quick dash. Alright, cool. That's actually a lot of progress already. Now, there is another option that you probably don't even know yet, that you actually will learn if you do actually the tutorial of the game. And that's actually going and doing an assault. So there's the assault, and then there's aerial assault. It's a good way to get in. When it comes to it's a good way to get in to pretty much just start a combo and whatnot. You can kind of treat it like an air dash, but it's not. In all honesty, it's not really an air dash. It's just a hop. But this game is way more grounded, so that's for sure. This is like one of the examples of movement options. Obviously, if you were in a different game, there's definitely way more options than that. But that's always what I always want to tell people. When they're getting into a game and they want to try out things and they go into training mode, instead of doing the most simple task ever, they just want to just do this. Yay, whoa, great, whoa, I did a combo. Alright, I'm great. I've learned officially the character now. No, you don't. Like, heck, the combo even wouldn't look like that for beginners. They'd probably be like, wow, great, I learned the combo. Wait, I feel great now. I've learned the character. No, you haven't learned shit. You've learned what the buttons do, but you can't even move around. You want to do combos? You better learn how to move towards your opponents to actually even try and do it. So what is there to do? You're kind of in a tight spot here. It's just as simple. You gotta move your characters. You gotta move steady. If you wanna learn steadily and like be in a pace where you can understand the game more better, you gotta learn the basic shit first. Alright? The buttons shouldn't even be your concern right now. My opinion, you shouldn't even be touching the buttons at all. Just move the stick around a lot. Just move it around. Go here, go that, do this and that. Do that for a while. Do that for 5 minutes. That's great. Just do that for 5 minutes. It's amazing. Just keep doing that. Look, you do so much things with that. Just get used to it. Just do this for the next 5 minutes, maybe. I don't know, 10, for however long you want to do. Just to make sure that the movements in this game you're comfortable with, and where it's pretty much just muscle memory for you, where it's just second nature. Just go ahead. Just move it around here all the time. There you go. See? It's not that hard. And maybe once you've actually learned your movements, then afterwards you can test out your buttons. You can test out your buttons afterwards. Alright, cool. What does 5A do? Ah, alright, cool. It does an auto combo. Nice. And not to mention, the starter is a low. It's a low. Not bad. That's actually a pretty alright button. Not the best button, because look at how obnoxiously low that is. But that's a button. I learned what 5A does now. Oh, this is 5B. Wow, big reach. And 5C is even better. Alright, cool. There's charging. This is not that important, obviously. You're just learning the buttons at this point. Alright, you don't need to learn that. You just need to learn the buttons for now. Alright, you wanna test out what motion, what do you call it? What motion inputs does this character have? Ah, so A does this. B is like that, but a little bit lower. And the C, so it's an EX move that does those two. Alright, cool, great. Amazing. What about the other side? What if I do a quarter circle backwards? So it's a lot shorter. It's like a circle thing. Like this. What about the B version? Oh, it does the same thing, but it's a little bit more further. And the EX version, I'm pretty sure it's just a lot bigger and faster. Alright, cool, not bad. Not bad. Alright, cool, alright. That's sweet, that's amazing. Now, what else does she have? Oh, you pull out the menu. You pull out the menu and whatnot. And where the heck is Yuzu? Oh yeah. Ah, you realize that this character has a DP motion, but it's backwards. Oh, alright then. So backwards, what does the A do? Ah, shit, I messed it up. So the A does is a teleport. Oh, a teleport in place? Not bad. Let me test out the distance. Okay, so that's the distance. And if I'm a little closer, it's pretty much just a little bit more. Just in place. What does the B do? Ah, so it's just right there. It's a move that's like nothing personal, kid. Alright, not bad. What if I'm going farther away? Alright, still pretty much behind. Alright, cool. It's a pretty nice button. What about the C version? Well, ooh, so I'm jumping in the air while I'm doing that, but I still end up behind them. And if I'm a little closer, so it's like there's a distance to it. Okay, not bad. Not bad. I like it. So yeah. Now you've pretty much learned a lot about the character already. Nice, good job. And you can. There's obviously a lot to go on with Yuzu because obviously there's the A, B, C's, and D over there on the top. But like that's just an example. Yuzu's a horrible example for this, obviously. But like, yeah. So there's that. Now that you've learned what the character can do and its shenanigans, maybe it's time for you to learn the combo. Actually, no, you don't learn the combo yet. I think you learn the combo after you're going the combo route now when you've pretty much learned everything. You need to learn what's up with this charge, what the heck this is, what the heck this is, and what the heck I don't know, I guess this. Oh shit. Alright. You need to learn those and whatnot. So you've kind of pretty much got to go to the tutorial now. This is your chance to go to the tutorial, and if the game doesn't have a tutorial, aka Tekken or other games, you'll get a guide. Like you find out what the heck these mechanics are. And once you do learn these mechanics, and like you know, and you finally understand why the heck your character has been glowing blue this whole time, and you understand that circle over there with diamonds and everything, now you get to learn combos. Congratulations, you now learn combos. That's great. But before you do that, you may have to research, or at least learn, because it always teaches you in the tutorial, if the game offers the tutorial. You need to learn about, if you want to learn this specific character, or just in my opinion, you should probably just learn a more easier character. What is this character's mechanics? Like, whoa, you notice that this character has an A, B, C, and D on the top, and the other character has a sword and a shield. Is that even a sword? I don't know. I don't care. But something is going on with this character that I still don't know about. Might as well go to the tutorial and see what's up. And once you do and learn that shit, now you're finally at the final phase of learning this character and learning the character that you want to learn. You've done movement, you've done the buttons, you've done the game, learning the game mechanics, you've learned the character mechanics specifically to that character itself. Now you're learning the combos. So what leads into what? Oh, I see. Wait, what? Oh, I see. So this button leads to that. That might be a good combo to go. Let's test it out. Well, goddammit. Shit. There. Wow. I just found a combo. Well, wow, amazing. Looks like I can finally at least learn. I can finally go online and play other players. Wait just a second there, buddy. You've learned one combo. One is not good enough. Alright, So here's the last thing that is definitely advisable for new players every time when learning these fighting games. Learn one combo for now. You learn to do it you learn a mid-screen combo. Then afterwards, when you learn that mid-screen combo, you do it on the other side, because it's not all the time that you're gonna be on one side. You learn to do that and make sure it's in your muscle memory also. Then afterwards, you learn from over here, you learn the mid-screen combo. Now you're gonna learn a full-screen combo where you're not in the mid-screen, but you are much further away at your own corner, but you are still on your same side. Alright, well, learn the mid-screen combo. Alright, cool, great. Now get that into your muscle memory, and then afterwards, obviously, learn it at the other side, because both sides are very important. And then afterwards, this is another one, you learn a corner combo. Learning a corner combo is very important. See? You gotta make sure that you know that every side that you are in the stage, you have a combo of it. You gotta remember that. So if I can think of one, it was like, and I missed it. I'm amazing. Why the fuck I missed it? I missed it, but it doesn't matter. Alright, now you learn that, get that in your muscle memory, and then afterwards, do it on the other side. You're not gonna be in the same corner every single time. Alright? Not gonna be in the same corner all the time. So, you learn that, and then afterwards, you've officially, congratulations, you've officially learned how to do a combo on both sides with your character. So far, you've learned movement, which is like literally the most important part ever. You've learned what your buttons can do. You've learned the game mechanics. You've learned your character-specific mechanics. If you're obviously if you're playing that kind of character, because not every character has a specific game specific character mechanic that it has. It varies from character to character. And you learn combos right now. Great. Now you can just play online, play with other people. That's great. Now you can finally go out there and just have fun. A lot of people can, there are definitely people who literally just skip all of these steps. They skip all of them and just go straight online. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what I definitely would not want you to skip is movement. Like if you want to learn the game through fighting, that's fine. But I would definitely advise anyone every single time is learn the movement. If you want to skip all the steps, that's fine. Learn the game through online or fighting other people. That's fine. That's great. But if you just, I at least would rather that you at least be able to control your character, because movement is very important, and when you're getting into any kind of fighting game, indefinitely. You just need to get that down immediately. Besides, it only takes a while. It's not a big learning curve learning movements. It only takes like 5 minutes. Just learn all of it. Look, you got all these options. It doesn't take that much to learn what movement options you got. Just gotta remember to do it, and then remember that you got those options during a battle, and while you're doing that, you don't have to worry about movement anymore. If you want to learn the game while beating people up or getting beaten, that's fine. Just gotta remember, you can just move around while all that is happening. So that's great and all.